Hey everybody. So, I wanted to showcase kind of a really basic way of getting back into drafting, uh, traditional drafting. That's with, scales and squares and triangles. Um, for me, I love the art of traditional architectural drafting. And if anybody has that background of architecture as I do, you know that there's a lot of things needed for architectural drafting. You need different types of pencils and erasers and pens, papers, multiple layers of paper possibly. And I was just trying to find a way to get all of those things in a simpler package and take it digital. So here's just an exploration of what I've been looking into and kind of messing around with lately. So what I have here is an 11-inch iPad Pro on a drawing board and Procreate. Yeah, just get into Procreate, grab a pen or pencil or whatever digital drawing utensil you want to use, and start drafting. So what I like about this setup is that Procreate does have assisted drawing guides where you can go into the settings, turn on drawing assist, and it'll allow you to snap lines to a particular grid, either a 2D grid or a perspective grid or isometric grid. But what I find a bit of a nuisance about that is sometimes when you're drafting, you want to create, drafted straight lines, but then at some point break away from that, just, either briefly or for an extent, just to kind of, go off the rails a little bit, not off the rails, but, kind of draw maybe some organic shapes within the orthogonal lines. And with the drawing assistant Procreate, you can't really do that easily. Or quickly, I should say. You can do it easily, but not quickly. And for me, I decided, hey, let's try some traditional drafting tools with the iPad Pro. So I just got a sheet here. Once you tap on Procreate with 4 fingers, you bring up your menu, vice versa. You tap again, you'll get the menu clear. So this is pretty much a traditional just sheet of paper in the digital realm. And yeah, I have a little T-square here, a 12-inch T-square that I register on the edge of the drawing board. This way, maybe I might want to go with maybe you want to get an 18-inch one, give it a little bit more length this way, depending on the size iPad you have. And then I also have a triangle here. So I can quickly come in here, create lines, and get away from being fixed by the digital environment, so to speak, even though you are coming in on a digital device. But you can see how quickly I'm able to get lines down. Even if you want to do some perspective, let's try some perspective here, where just horizon line, vanishing point, I can get some perspective lines there quickly. And again, you just come in here and start drawing. It's really, for me, the big thing has been simplifying it. I know going into a digital realm, applications could be a bit cumbersome. The learning curve with them may be a bit difficult for older folks who don't care to learn new technology. But there may be some people out there who are not very tech savvy but want to start doing some digital things, or in particular drafting digitally, and want to make it feel as natural as possible. And I find that this method here, just Procreate or any app that's suitable for you that you can start drafting with. Just the pen. I have the Apple Pencil here. I have a grip on it, and then what I like to use is a fine tip on my Apple Pencil. That's just it has a little ball on the tip. I don't really like the ball, but the finest of the point considered, compared to the traditional Apple pencil tip, which is kind of a blunt kind of tip, which is this. So as you can see, that versus this, it's much better. And as you know, if you're coming from an architectural background, you will like the finer tip pen. Then obviously just something, you know, some square of your choice. It can be, you know, a 90 triangle here, or a 30, 60, 90, whatever you decide to use. Nothing, again, keep it simple. That's it. And then another thing I want to touch on is scaling. So on the 11-inch iPad Pro, if I just came in, this is kind of set up as a screen size sheet, so to speak. And just with this, the workable screen area here, with the scale of a 1/4 inch, see if I'm offset a little bit. Let's offset it a 1/4 inch from the sides. With that, you can get about 34-foot scale. So every 1/4 inch equals a foot. With that, you can get about 34 feet of scale, which is not bad. I mean, obviously it'll be much greater if you use a larger iPad. And let me go the other way too. And the other way, 1/4 inch scale, you can go about comfortably 20, 21 feet in this direction. That's just kind of offsetting from the edges a little bit. So at a 1/4 inch, and then 34 feet at 0 inches at 1/4 inch scale. So, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, depending on what you're drawing, a basic floor plan will be fine with that, if, you know, within those constraints. Maximum width of a 21-foot by 34-foot property. That's not bad. And obviously, you can zoom in and scale up, you know, and then use the scale accordingly. 100%, 200% scale, and would go to a 1/2 inch scale, vice versa. But if you just wanted to get into drafting digitally, coming from a traditional background, this is a great way of doing so. Again, I get straight lines. They register to the edge. You can see how straight that is compared to the edge of the bezels on the iPad. Sorry about that. But I can get in here quickly, draft some things up and really quick, and get to working. Especially if you're doing real quick conceptual drawings, or you just, you know, you have some ideas you think might look good as a drafted view or as a drafted drawing, technical drawing. This would be great. So let me know what you guys think. Leave some comments on the video, and let me know if you think this is a good idea for simplifying a traditional medium, or if it's just kind of redundant knowing all of the capabilities of a digital app. I don't know. I just find it quick for me, getting in here, enjoying the process of drafting again, and just kind of having fun again, drafting some stuff. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And again, like and subscribe if you can, and give me some feedback. Thanks.